So this is the in the Maple series Sublime. It's our new Sublime ST. So it's 100% North American maple shells. It's got reinforcement rings in the toms. Kick drum has a sharp edge on the batter side and a rounded edge on the resonant side. And then the snare drums have a really sharp 45-10 ply. The toms are double 45 with a slight round over. So you can really, depending on what head you put on these drums, they're really interacting with the wood in the shell with that rounded edge. So you get just kind of that fuller, fatter, almost vintagey tone out of the new kit. You know, some of the cool things we've done on the kits is integrated the memory locks into the brackets. We use a 4-point suspension mount, top and bottom, instead of wrapping the suspension around the drum, so you still get good suspension, but in a tighter package.
So it holds a lot better.
Yeah, plus you can put toms closer together if you have like a large rack tom setup. On the bass drums, we call these the hoop savers. So on the claws, you'll notice that the rubber grommet comes through the front of the bracket as well.
Wow, that's
so that way someone grabs your drum, helps you out at the end of the night, and sets it down on the concrete.
Yeah,
it's not going to mess up the kit. You know, it's not going to slide around and throw it on a wood floor.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So things like that are kind of how we approach the design and crush.
Okay.
So all of these kits are the new Maple ST that are on the big stage here. Those are the 3 finishes they'll be available in, and that's one of the new things we have here at the Banana Show.
All right. This kit over here, I like the snare over there.
Yeah, so again, the Sublime ST is what we're calling it, the stripe. It's a pretty cool paint process where we paint the shell with a sparkle and then we brush on the black lacquer just to kind of give it some, you know, transparency but still have that stripe. For Crush, that's kind of been our bigger selling kits have had big stripes on them. It's kind of a way to come up with a custom finish in a production kit. So they look more custom finished when you're on the stage or whatever, but we're able to mass produce it this way.
What size snare is that?
That snare is it's a rolled snare drum.
Okay.
So it's brass and steel.
Make sure I get that in there.
Okay. And then we hammered the center just to kind of take some of the ring out.
Yeah.
So you get a really nice, fat, dry, metal sounding snare drum.
Yeah,
kind of almost aluminy as far as the tone.
I like fat snare drum.
Yeah,
I'm not really big piccolo. I like this one right here, the snare drum here.
And then on our hardware series, we try to go a little lighter weight with the tubing, but we use the really large, real rubber feet so your stuff doesn't move around on it. And then some of the cool features on the M1 hardware, like on our hi-hat stand, it's locked onto the ground, but if you lift it up, then you can fold these right up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the mechanism, the mechanism in the bottom, and then you can screw that in to keep it tight.
Yeah.
But it just makes it a lot easier to break down.
Yeah. So it's good for double pedal, double bass.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And it's so much easier to pack up the United. You're not fishing around for a drum key to fold your stand up. And then on the bass drum pedals in the M1, you'll notice some of them have chains on them, some of them have direct drive on them.
Yeah.
The pedal comes with all of that.
Okay.
So it comes with chains and direct drive. Plus the pedals can be standard board or a long board.
Okay.
So we kind of did that. So a lot of drummers, myself included, it's not like we have a ton of money to go out and buy like 5 different pedals to see which one we like.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you can buy this pedal, set it up, long
it's
board,
already done.
Set up long board with a direct, or set it up with a chain, and
I was gonna say, is there an extension to where it can go out?
So I'll show you what it looks like.
Because it looks like.
So if you look at this one, it's set up right now as a long board.
Okay.
So there's 2 screws on the bottom that you take them out and you move them up, and then this drops to the bottom, kind of like this, like a more standard pedal.
Yeah.
So and then the cams are adjustable forward and backwards, so that you get a little more aggressive, push it all the way out, or get a little less aggressive, you can bring it back.
Okay.
So it's just a way to buy one pedal, try out all these different combinations, and decide which one you like best.
Okay.
So it's cool because I even have like country artists that are on the roster that have never played direct drive, or never played a longboard, and because they just never tried it.
Yeah.
So we'll get them these pedals, and then I'll get a phone call like, dude, I never imagined I'd be playing a direct drive, but I love it. So we can't play on them at the show. You can't play on them on this stage here. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's just little innovative things like that that we try to incorporate into the drums and the hardware, just to make a drummer's life easier.
Yeah.
You know, without having to break string, trying out 6 different pedals.
Yeah.
So the tattoo kit that we have here was done by Josh Lord out of New York. It's the oldest tattoo shop in New York. So this is our standard Chameleon complete drum set. It's a kit that we sell. It's 5 pieces, comes with all the hardware and everything you see.
Sweet.
And then this guy did these cool custom tattoo artworks for the drums. We're giving away one through Revolver magazine. So Chord, Crush, Revolver, and Eastside Ink is the name of the tattoo shop. Josh Lord.
Are they local?
They're actually all the drums are just the Crush Chameleon. Everything else is done in New York.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So all the artwork. So these are kind of a one-off, possibly becoming production because the response has been pretty amazing for it.
Now, how long has Crush been around?
I started the company in 2010.
Okay.
Started design and development first out of the gate. Spent about a year doing that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then launched at the 2011 NAMM show.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we won a best in show that year.
Yeah.
And about 2.5 years ago, we started talking to Chord in the USA, and they showed interest in becoming the distributor, and it helped us out because when I started the company, just a drummer that wanted to make cool stuff. I worked in another drum company, kind of saw some holes in the market to bring stuff out that drummers could use.
Yeah.
Especially, like I said, like really putting a lot of thought process in the bearing edges, things that really make a difference in sound.
Okay.
But also a more custom type finish than a production style kit.
Yeah.
And it exploded. Couldn't keep up with it. So
I think
someone like Chord USA come in there gives you that kind of that foundation to be able to do the things.
Be able to do it. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that's a sweet finish too, man. Like what wood do you use?
This kit is a birch kit.
Okay.
So it's a birch and poplar blend. And then kind of like some of the old vintage kits with the coating on the inside.
Yeah.
You put the coating on there, and really what that does is kind of brightens the drum up a little bit. So you kind of get that great attack that you give with birch and that really nice round low. But then, by coating the inside of the shell, it just tightens up the sound and gives it a little more punch on the top.
Okay. See, I have a lot.
Okay.
I got a vintage kit. It's 6-ply.
Okay.
And it's I've had it 30 years, man. It's like.
And that's really with the whole line of Crush, the reason we did the bearing edges that way.
Yeah.
Is, a lot of the drummers that I know, that I've talked to, that are out on tour or whatever, anybody that goes in the studio, 90% of the time they wind up on a vintage drum set.
Yeah.
And so how do we get that tone? Like, what was special about those? The funny thing is that a lot of the reason those drums sound the way they do is because they're not perfect. Like, the craftsmanship or the quality of production was a lot different there.
Yeah.
So you look at them and there's overlapping seams and they're very round on the edges a lot of times, but that's what gives them that amazing tone.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of, like I said, like getting more of the shell involved with the way the drum sounds.
Yeah.
How much head contact and shell between the shell and the head do you have? And so we kind of figured out a way by manipulating bearing edges how to get those tones, but in a really well-made shell. So that's really the thought process that was in behind Crush at the beginning.
This is the black one is the same?
Yeah, it's the same. It's just the reverse. Kind of like an inverted arc. If you've ever worked with photography and you see an invert, that's just kind of what we did. And it was funny, the artist that was doing it didn't know. He was just designing the white kit. And then he had messed around with some stuff in his Photoshop program and inverted the image. And he goes, man, this looks really cool too. And we're like, well, it works because we make a white with white kit and a black with black kit.
Black one,
So let's do it. It just fits. It's perfect.
It'd be cool if you had 2 bass drums, one black and one white.
Oh, yeah. Throw these 2 kits together. That'd be really cool. I used to work with an artist that did that. He took the black and the white kit. He did that. He bought 2 of them. He swapped the lugs out because on our Chameleon lugs, you could swap out these rubber inserts. So you just take the tension rod out and you can pull these off. Swap them out. So he swapped the black and the white, but then set the kit up left side white,
Okay.
right side black.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
Yeah.
So white with the black and black with the white. It just looked really cool. But he used to play that out a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. So how's the winning the kit thing? How's that working? What's the process for winning a crushed drum kit?
Go onto Revolver or Eastside Heat.
Okay.
Go onto their Instagram or their Facebook.
Yeah.
And then you'll see the form there to enter the win.
Okay. And when somebody, if they win, what's is there a deadline, or is there like
That I'm not 100% sure on.
Okay.
We'll find out
Okay.
for you.
what like you have to enter, fill out information
Yeah,
and all
I
that
mean,
kind of
mainly
stuff?
what you do is you go on there, and I think it's like our page, like their page.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
enter
Okay.
your email, and then you're in the song.
Okay.
And that's all be handled through Revolver magazine.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Now I noticed some of the drummers that use Crush. Some of them are in Christian bands.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and so explain how that came about. And I think you said you're a Christian as well.
Yes.
So what's your story? How did you end up with Crush and getting involved with the artist? And what's your testimony about how you became a Christian?
Yeah, even the name Crush, it's a cool story. So I had me and then a couple of my friends that started the business with me, and I wrote down probably 50 different names to use. Like, one of these is going to be the name of the drum company. And I had Crush on there, but I didn't really think too much about it because it wasn't at the top of the list. And so, you know, I was talking to an artist, Big Mike Clemens, you might know. He's played with Israel Houghton and a few other gospel artists. Plays with SWV a lot. And he called me about another drummer that I worked with at the time who had played on TV a couple of nights before. And he's like, hey, did you see his performance? He was crushing. And I thought, oh, okay, cool. That's the word crush that drummers use.
Okay.
And so I kind of like put that name and set it off to the side, like, okay, Crush could be cool. And so I called one of my partners and I was like, hey, I'm thinking really heavily about Crush as the possible name.
Yeah.
And his take on it, what he said was, oh, you mean like your first crush? I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like,
okay.
Now there's two different sides to this name, marketing-wise. You have like crushing it, but also your first love.
Yeah,
first
exactly.
love. So I thought, okay, well, that's really cool. And literally 2 days later, I was just opened up Bible Gateway app.
Okay, yeah.
And I was reading the scripture in Genesis, talking about, you know, the serpent, what happened.
Jesus with crushes on his head.
Yeah, and that's what it said. It's like, he will bruise his heel, but he will crush your head. And the translation I read, I was like, that's the name.
That's it.
That is the name.
Yep.
So that's really how the name Crush came to be.
Absolutely.
So I had worked with a lot of the guys from gospel from another company I was at. And so literally the first guys on board were guys that played with like Ty Tribbett and Ricky Dillard and Israel Houghton. They were really the first drummers that I made kits for to get them out on tour with. So it's always been near and dear to me. My father was a worship pastor. My grandfather was a worship pastor. My 15-year-old son is now leading worship at church.
What church?
I go to a church called The Chapel in Tarpon Springs.
Okay.
And so he's been leading worship there. So like, the worship thing's always been a big deal, and that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
And I played in a Christian band called Jesse's Vineyard back in the late 90s.
Okay.
That we toured around with the band.
They sound familiar, man, because I came to Christ in '97.
Okay.
With Greg Laurie, and when he was doing, because I go to Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa, and when he was at Calvary, you know, so that name sounds familiar. You know? I just started getting into the Christian scene, you know. So.
Back then we were doing like mostly pop rock Christian music. And touring around with bands like Petra and Temple Yard, which is a reggae band. Christian reggae band. So it's really, that's where my roots have always been.
Gotcha.
So it was cool for me to be able to make these drums and have that be the first place that people actually saw me. In that arena.
So now, did you come from, in your own, did you come from a typical testimony where you alcoholic, drugs, or, you know, did you go to an outreach and somebody shared the gospel, or?
No, my testimony is my parents got saved when I was 7 years old. Instantly, like, I just felt drawn to it. So by the time I was 8, I gave my own life to Christ.
Oh, sweet.
And being in music my whole life,
Yeah.
then I felt like a calling on my life was ministry through music.
Yeah.
And so that's why I started playing in Christian bands and doing that whole thing. And
That's great.
so when I realized at a certain point that I really hated touring.
Really? Wow.
I really did. A lot of people, like, that's all I ever wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And after about 2.5 years of doing it, I realized it wasn't really the thing for
It
me.
wasn't for you, yeah.
So I really got into like studio work and recording a lot of bands, things like that. And I just fell in love with how drums are made. Like I've been drumming since I was 12.
Yeah.
And I just kind of fell in love with how do we make them? Why do these drums sound amazing and these drums not sound that great? Like what's the difference?
Yeah.
Kind of dissecting and, you know, from early on, back in the early 90s, I was putting together my own custom drums. Things like that.
Yeah.
To get the tones I wanted. So
that had to be a lot of money to do that, though.
Oh yeah. So once I transitioned kind of out of the touring playing, I still doing studio work and things like that. But I just really got into what can I do? How can I make drums?
Yeah.
And then I landed a gig at a company called D-Drum.
Okay.
Where they were just launching their acoustic drums.
Yeah.
And so I got in there with them and started learning the process of where the drums are made and who's making them. What can you put in that's yours and how much is just the factory that you're using. I was able to find factories that understood where I was coming from, teach them how I wanted the drums made, and they make, the factories we're using were the big factories for like Tama and Pearl and Ludwig, back through the early 2000s, 90s. Then everybody transitioned kind of out of Taiwan into China. And they left all these amazing drum makers. Not a lot of business. So I was able to build relationships there.
Bring it back in.
Kind of get those factories going again by making drums.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So you just kind of got like a simple testimony. Your parents were Christians, and you guys went to church and heard about the Lord, and it seems like he's using you. To make Christian drums. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Christian drums, but he's using you for people like us that, it's not that many of us out there that are doing it.
Approaching it from the aspect of everything is God's. The earth and everything in it. Everything is His. So like anything I do,
it all belongs to Him. Exactly.
So like, how can we use it for that? Obviously we live in a world where, if we want to be in business, we can't just sell drums to Christians.
Exactly.
Christians, but I think it's cool because the guys that I do work with who aren't Christians still get to hear a little bit about why.
Exactly.
You never know. There's little things,
And that's the thing. And that's the whole purpose, of doing kind of what I'm doing. It gives drummers and drum reps that are Christians a chance to share their testimony and, just let the world know that, you can argue about the Bible and so forth, but nobody can argue about your own testimony. Because that's something that God did for you. And I'm sure everybody that, will hear this story going, wow, that's, he's a drum maker, but yet he loves Jesus.
Absolutely.
So that's the thing, that's the whole purpose. So, all right, Jerry, well, thanks for your time, man.
My pleasure.
I appreciate it, and I'm sure hopefully I'll see you around. You guys local?
No, I live in Tampa, Florida.
You're in Florida, okay. You going back tomorrow? Or?
I leave tomorrow night.
All right, okay, well, we'll keep in contact. I'll give you my info, and people want to go to Crush website. How can they?
It's just crushedrum.com.
Crushedrum.com, okay.
Or they can go to chordusa.com.
Okay.
There's links there as well.
Okay, great. All right, man.
Cool.
Well, it's good meeting you.
You too.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.